Hey, how's it going? He happens. Okay. Start switching around. I'm gonna stash those, I think. 1 second. Ooh, my stash tabs are about to get full. It's good things. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Tabula rasa, simple robe. Does nothing, but... Oh, really? Actually, handy build. Like starting build, like socket. Huh. You said the Ebony Barracks? Alright, no, you're good. I'm just setting up. Bubba's fine. He just had minor gum irritation, and so they cleaned his teeth. Now I think I have a spider bite in my freaking armpit. What? Oh, yeah, no, we already did. I don't see any, oh, I don't see any spiders, so. I have not seen any spiders, actually, in a while. And so, and, well, you know, it could be something else. It could be like a, infected hair. I don't know. It's also kind of like right next to your, like, lymph node area. Slightly terrifying. You just had a fever? I mean, what else happened? Like, I thought you said. Oh, a sinus infection. Sinus infection does suck. Yeah. No good. Yeah.
I cannot carry this.
Yeah. Yeah. I was worried that he actually had something wrong with his teeth. They're like, just kind of gingivitis, like starting. They're like, come in every year and get it cleaned. Which is awful because he's a terror. Turns into Satan. Like, he's like, I will kill you, I'll kill everybody. I'll kill my parents, I'll kill everybody. No one is safe. They're like, yeah, we trimmed his nails while he was out. Like, how much blood did we take from you?
I cannot carry this.
Lost an intern. Or if they've ever actually, like, seriously, like, gotten injured from animal care. And then the next question is, do they tell you? Or do they just, like... Insurance. That's weird. Actually, since we're slow, drop all the stupid crap. The inventory. Okay. This game, like Pokemon, will make me sleepy. I told...
Piety, you are truly Kitala's slave, daughter of corruption.
Ooh. Huh. I think I went the wrong way. I did go the wrong way. That'd be cool. I enjoyed Diablo 3, I think it was. Yeah, one that came out a long time ago. Not long time ago, but long time ago. Yeah. The story and like the elements of the world elements were really good. So far, I've enjoyed this one. It reminds me of like Exiles. Actually, I got my idea for Exiles from this. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of talking in this game if you were to sit and listen. Which I'll probably do a playthrough. Oh ho. Right. No, you don't really have to. The narrow hallway sucks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just a little dark. There's a parody video of like Warhammer 40k, and it's called Space King. You should watch it. It's pretty funny. Like, you don't even really have to know, but like, you know. Like, Space Marines, they have gene seed, which is like the genetic, like, yeah. And Space King, they have the holy globules, and that is legitimately balls.
I cannot carry this.
And normally they have a I forget what it's called, but like a surgeon that comes with them always, just in case like somebody falls, they can extract the gene seed. Their guy is called Chestnut because his container's on his chest, like right below his chin. I'm like, that's messed up. I realized it by the end of the video. Everybody's messing around his chest. They're all looking up at Space King. Everybody's like, he's like saying to him, "You're my favorite son. Thank you for doing all that you do, the goodness you do into the world." And then Chestnut's like looking up at him. He's like, "You're a disappointment." I know.
I cannot carry this.
Come on. Oop. Portal. Yeah, sometimes it seems like you're overpowered in this game. Well, and that's the thing, is either you're overpowered or you're underpowered, it feels. Okay. destroy the... She wanted to fight me. It's fine. I'm the tank, actually. I have abilities that are telling her to get me, which is fine. I'm gonna put everything on.
Damn you!
Yeah.
I cannot carry this. I will take everything Dominus loves,
Yeah.
as he took it from me.
Like, I don't know how to do it. Because it's round. Well, and it's round too, so that's awful. Yeah. I told him. Because it gives you a lot.
You have claimed.
Why?
Where are they?
Okay.
Piety died. Unfortunate.
Watch yourself.
Let's see. I see. That's good, yeah. Keeps the game interesting. You're like, dang. It just wasn't built right. Okay. Okay. Because they'll heal before you actually die. Yeah.
Hello.
Unfortunate.
Huh. Okay. 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 Oh. Gosh dang it.
What are you looking?
I see. Okay. Yeah. When I stun. Yeah, dang. That'd be nasty. Stunning yourself to. I see. Okay. Just. Yeah. Hmm. You could lose your. Yeah. Because if you're at high health, then, well, you're not actually that high health, you're just full health. And so you lose all your buffs. Yeah. Oops. Did it down. Sorry. Yeah. Well, no, because you die. No, 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 you just keep holding the button until you get their life down. You get like a ton of loot. Ah. That's cool. So you can guarantee it. Yeah. It's just so that way you can do damage. Kind of. Jeez. Making it harder for you, yeah. 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 Or trap. Yeah. Stand there and don't have to do anything else. Yeah. Just going up and up and up, trying to find how to get to the next level. Yeah. Yeah. Way of showing it. What are you doing? Just acting up. I'll be. Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta check some. You went back, didn't you? Okay. Yeah, I just had to go check my stove. Probably another hour or two. I don't know. I don't work tomorrow. Strong box.
I cannot do this yet.
I told you I bought into Larcana. I bought 2 decks, and I'm pretty sure I got a couple cards that are worth the decks. I was like, that was pretty cool. Yeah, it gives you 2 packs, or 1 pack each, so I got 2 packs. Yeah, I got a Perdita, the dog from 101 Dalmatians, the mom. And she was like, well, she was at one point a $15 card, she's now 9. And Helga was like a $3 card, and I think there was another thing that was worth a little bit. I like looked into it before I bought it, but the game, it basically is Magic but backwards. Instead of you're dealing damage, you're gaining life, you're gaining lore. And yeah. Now, yeah. One thing I don't like as much is the fact that the colors don't really matter as much. The colors, you can only have 2 colors in a deck, max. So you can have a single color deck, or you can have a dual color deck, and there's 6 colors. Kinda more style than faction, because I have like 3 Peter Pans of 3 different colors. Dragon Ball? Yeah, kinda does, but it's more limited because you can't have multicolor decks. Yeah. Well, and what was I gonna say? The difference in that I saw, like the gaining lore. People were saying that when you're playing multiplayer games, nobody gets excluded from the game. You're all playing the game until somebody wins. So I was like, yeah, that actually is a good game concept. And you can, yeah, and you can lose lore just as much as you can gain lore. Also, yeah, about playing EDH, yeah.
I exiled an animal.
You're
Now you almost resemble a man.
oh yeah.
I cannot do this yet.
Oh yeah. So, okay. Just realized it was kind of beefy. It's okay. I got all the things that I can do.
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile?
Ooh, I almost died. Healed quickly. Oh. Okay. Come on. Get everything on.
Empire dies with you, Dominus. Karui will never again be slain. I cannot carry this.
Okay. The aqueduct. Also, how gaining lore works is you go on quests, and each of your characters, creatures, they have a certain amount of lore they gain
Follow a dead river.
whenever they quest. And then they have some abilities, like I've seen like support, where you'll add your attack to another creature when you quest with this card. Like, that's pretty cool. I've seen... So, and that's the other thing, is you can only attack, which they call a challenge. You can only challenge a creature if they're tapped. So you quest by tapping, and you also challenge by tapping. So if you're attacking with a creature, it can be susceptible to being attacked. And then you have other things like evasions, with some that I've seen where you can only be attacked if the opponent has evasive. Cool little things. The kind of lore built into the game is that you're an Illumineer, and you're using versions of the Disney characters to make glimmers, which are like copies of them. They're not actually like whatever they are. Yeah. It's like summoning a creature in Magic. It's like you made a contract with a creature. You know how to summon them, but it's not actually that person, that creature. The legendary creature goes home. Yeah. Big bird thing. Oh.
We opened the gates to you for two reasons. The Maraketh and the Karui have fought side
You
by
said you need chromatic orbs? I think I still have some.
Talamoanawari.
Seems like the rains.
E. Of the gem slockets, really? Dang. Yeah. Dang. Yeah.
What is it, Exile?
Huh. Huh. I got the Chitas plum. We still should have that right now, right? Unpredictable ads moves a socket on. I see. Where are we going? Dang it. Just picked up everything. Yep, sure enough, right here. Or no, it was just an exclamation point. Travel to marketplace. Okay, yeah, that is it. Swig of hope says travel to marketplace. I don't know. That's fine, I don't need it. Yeah. So this is cool. That's kind of cool. Okay. You're waiting a second. That's fine. I got 3 passives to spend. I don't really know what to spend it on. Okay. Yeah. Right. I was kind of looking at the call to arms. What would I really bounce that with? It's using war cries as instant war cries share their cooldown. It's bottom left. Just as it turns up to an angle. Yeah, it's the little... That might not be very good. Unless you're specifically building it. I'm gonna skip it. I have war cries, I just don't. Okay. Jeez. Yeah. Actually. Jeez. I feel like they could make a MOBA mode on this game too, it'd be cool. I would just say you pair level and you go at it. Oh, they do? Okay. You said the reservation clusters, where are those at again? Yep, I have it. Keeps going strength. Okay, agnostic. Okay. Reservation mastery. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mana reservation efficiency of skills. Does that work with blood magic? The other side, which would be kind of a interesting. I don't know what those are. Oh, I guess I could search, can't I? How do I search with my filter? I don't know if it works though. Oh, I do see them. They are blinking. Ooh. Right, let me get down there because I have to move my other stick down there. And there's another large socket down there. Plus that's all strength anyway. Attack mastery. So I just need to move down that way. Let's just move. Get all those strengths in between here. First one of this is aura effect, 6% increase effect of non-curse auras from your skills. Now the question is, my auras, they're buffs, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, let me look here. I think those are the only ones I use. That would be nice. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab that node and then be on my way. So aura effect, aura area effect. Is who it is. Reservation efficiency, yeah. Oh, that'd be good. Plus I'll get the little large jewel socket down there, plus this melee, the attack mastery. Ooh, it's so good. Plus I could go to fire. Yeah, I might look at two-hand because that's where I'm gonna go next, probably. Now that was the next question is axes or clubs, or what's the best two-handed thing out there? Axes? Okay. 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 I just remembered you said that actually, okay, if you want to be on the stream, I think you have to prioritize game chat is the difference. Because it picks up the game chat, but it doesn't pick up the party chat. If you want to be talking... Yeah, I think... Here, go to your chat menu and prioritize game chat and see if we can still talk. You probably can't hear me now, can you? Okay, that's weird. So go to your party. Should be in like your PlayStation menu. and then prioritize game chat. Or there should be like chat audio like options. Or maybe I just dragged you over with me? Because PS5 might not like recognize such a thing. Okay. Okay. That might be part of it too, is you might not be giving... Wow, that's really kind of cool. I didn't realize they had like that kind of tech where you could be like, oh, that guy's broadcasting? I don't want... That's cool. Well, yeah, I'm sure it like starts out that way. But yeah, if you want to be talking.
Yeah, I can switch over actually really quick. Show you.
Anyway, that's all. Oops.
My axe.
Your axe?
You'll see my axe.
Limb split. Limb split is your axe.
I could honestly probably like gift you most of this gear. I don't really play this character anymore. He's my league starter.
It's up to you, man. Right now, I got limb split. Still, that's pretty good.
Well, like, I've got... Did I give you a pair of gloves called Tanu Ahi?
I think... No. You gave me Nocturnal Caress. It's attack speed, cast speed, maximum mana, which isn't useful now. Gain power, frenzy. Here, actually.
Yeah.
That actually is the good part about is the frenzy and the endurance charge on kill. My shoes I need to switch out because they only give me a +5 dexterity, 14 maximum energy shield, regeneration.
That would be the cool thing I wanted to fucking gift you.
Yeah, if you have different shoes, that'd be good.
Shoes?
Yeah.
Probably. Give me just a second. Oh, yeah, you can just have that one. That's phenomenal.
Crap.
And boots. Hello, are you?
Oh. 1 second. I am... Dang it. 40.
40.
At 54, I'll get my large spell gem. Or large, gem. Or not gem, jewel. Jeez.
He'll just have a stash of old gear.
What did I... Oh, there. Termination.
said boots?
Yeah.
Level 40. So, one of
And
the most
honestly,
important stats to have on boots is move speed on top of resistances.
yeah, I was gonna say a different cap would be good too. I have a triple green and a blue cap that I don't really use, and it has just evasion rating, and the increased rarity is 10%, which is kind of cool. 35% elemental resistance, and 4 physical damage to melee attackers. Reflex 4.
How full is your inventory?
It's empty right now.
I'm looking for boots. Most of mine are like high end, like they all need level 70, level 60.
Right, that's the problem. And actually, you know what? I haven't really honestly looked at what I've picked up, because I've kind of stored things that I'm like, this is okay. You keep it.
It's wild to me that I don't have a pair of boots that you can have before 46. I mean, there's some uniques, but like, not like the best.
Actually, that might be good. Actually, what kind of armor rating is this? 20 energy shield. Meh. This gives off 61 armor, 61 evasion, 47 maximum life, regenerate 15.9 life per second, 21% cold resistance, and 10% increased movement speed.
Not terrible. At this point, you should be able to hit 20 or 25 movement speed and shit, though.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
I think I have a pair that might.
What's this?
Okay. So yeah, 4 socketing is 10 jewelers on my bench, and 4 link is 5 fusing. So I don't even have to quality them. Okay, I have a bunch of shit for you.
Okay. Where'd you go?
I'm in town now.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I had to go to my hideout. So here's a couple chests.
Oh, jeez.
That flask is going to be your best friend until you can roll a better one.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
You're playing basically the same character that I was trying to play. Or that I started with. That was my league start. So it's only right for me to hand down stuff that I'm not even using. Because like the rest of my shit was all stuff that was rolled specifically to have resistances and stuff that I needed. So that stuff varies. But like the chests and stuff I gave you, if they don't work, you can just chaos orb them or use essences and stuff. Like those are yours.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
hold on to them.
Love that axe. That's the one I was telling you about that destroys corpses.
The Katava's Feast.
One thing to note is that you can throw a single target attack in there now because it adds a level 30 melee splash to it.
Oh
So
lord.
you're just always doing AoE with the thing that's linked in that. If you want a single target attack, it would have to be on your chest or your gloves, boots, helm.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
That's
if
kinda
it
cool.
was 6-socketed, you could have technically a 7-link attack.
Jeez.
There are modifiers on gloves and stuff with the influenced modifiers that add socketed skills are supported by a level 20 whatever support. And since you can double influence things, they can have 2 or 3 of those. So you can have a 7 or 8 link skill in gloves.
Okay.
It's absolutely silly. It takes a lot of effort. It's not for the faint of heart or the shallow of pocket.
Okay, I need a stash.
I have a feeling you're not ready for most of that stuff, but that
will
should
be.
carry you until you get really, really good shit.
Yeah.
Like that belt comes off of Itziri, the one that you put the fragments together for.
Okay.
It has 4 different versions. There's the physical version, there's one for each of the elements, where it gives you resistances to the other 2 elements, and then leech for the one that's the primary.
Okay.
Whereas that physical one I gave you gives you all 3 resistances, and leeches off of physical damage.
Jeez.
Those gloves give you onslaught, which helps your damage, makes you attack faster. They're just real good. They'll carry you. And then the boots are just kind of to get you by. Is one of the only things I could find other than wind screams, which are kind of silly.
Yes.
Wind screams let you apply additional curses.
Okay.
It's just
That can
most
be good.
curses. Right.
Do you,
It's
okay.
just, there's only 1 or 2 good red curses, and it's an extra action out of your time.
Do you want those Wanderlust wool shoes back?
Oh no, you're good. I have enough of those.
I'll put it
What's
in
really
my
cool
stash.
is whenever I've gotten paid, I've put like $10 towards this. So occasionally, lately, I don't know if you've seen the message that pops up in gold in chat occasionally, but they'll do stash tab bundle or stash tab sales.
Okay.
So they are dirt cheap. So I'll go get 1 or 2 of the special ones. So the other day I treated myself.
What do
Well, I
you
say the
want?
other day, probably a month ago, I got the unique stash tab. It's usually $14. I think I spent 9 on it.
It's not bad.
And it keeps 1 each of each unique. So it holds a lot of shit. But basically, if you try to auto-filter it, so if your stash is open, you try to just square, press the
Yeah.
button to just stash it, and there's 1 in there, it won't let you, because it'll try to filter and see that there's 1 in there, so you either have to manually put it in your stash tab, if it's a good unique, or you can just go compare the 2 and swap them. So it's kind of like a little showcase.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
That's how Derek sold me on it. He was like, I know it seems real silly and unnecessary, but this has been my favorite low-key one out of all the primary bonus premium ones. The one that I love a lot is the fragment one, because that's kind of my jam. That's the stuff I usually farm anyways. Essence is a godsend. It saves a lot of space. Gems and divination save me a lot of space. Honestly,
Yeah.
the two I would prioritize whenever you get your PC would be the currency and map one, and then whenever you can get around to it, the flask, and then whichever one you end up liking the most. But those are universal. Currency, maps, and flasks are going to be the biggest things that you interact with on any character,
Yeah.
and others it'll just be different content. You may not want to do the same content with this
We're
character
gonna-
that you would with a different one.
Are you gonna get Helldivers?
I don't know.
Have you
I don't
looked
know
at
if
it? You've not played Helldivers or seen Helldivers 2?
No, I've seen it. It gets recommended to me all the time on Reddit because
That's why I
see a
was
bunch
like-
of Path and shit.
It literally like hits my shorts all the time, and to be honest, it looks like a lot of fun for like a squad-based, like it's like zombies,
Oh, nice.
but like you're fighting against Terminators or Tyranids.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's basically Starship Troopers. Anyway,
Whenever you're ready, we'll go down to the dried lake.
right. I was kind of playing around with the stuff I've wrote recently, and to be honest, it feels really good the way I've written it so far and test played it. You feel like you hit more often than you don't, and it's more or less if you hit good, critical, or like you have, like, we played that one time where you had a range for your armor.
Yeah.
That's how armor works. And so it's either you completely miss, which is going to be really hard for you to do. You're going to roll like a 2, and that's a miss. Or you roll a 1 and you're proficient in it, you're going to re-roll that, and more likely you get a hit. Or you're rolling a 0 and you auto-fail. And you roll a 9, you auto-succeed and have a critical hit, right? So, between 3 and there, like half those numbers are going to be dealing half damage, and half those numbers are you're dealing full damage.
The Wake of Destruction is actually a really cool fucking jam for you. I don't know if you... sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
I don't know if you know how all the ailments work, but Ignite is a dot. You have Chilled and Freeze. Chilled is slowed action speed, so not only is your movement speed, but your actual like cast and attack speed is reduced. And then Frozen is you are literally frozen in place, your movement's 0. But Shock increases damage taken. A set percentage. So just like leaving that for a couple seconds, like whenever you run through a pack and then turn around and kill stuff, they're all like amped up in damage received.
That's pretty cool. I do like that.
Lately the builds that I've been playing are like damage over time or ailment specific builds. Because I've been trying to learn how to actually scale damage appropriately and get the desired effect.
Yeah. It's very
once we get through
very experimental game.
Yes, I love it. Once I get very comfortable with the build and kind of the idea of like what the guide was supposed to do, that's when I'll kind of take an adventure. If I end up messing up or not doing well, I'll just go back. Because like the best thing about this game is it feels very forgiving. Like if you can earn the currency.
Yeah.
Because like you have orbs of regret. You can just respec. You can hold on to the gear and swap the gear back. It's really easy. It's just it's lost time and learned stuff.
Yeah.
So we're basically done in the dried lake. You can take that portal I dropped.
Okay. Give us crafting recipe.
Oh yeah, there's crafting recipe. I have most of them, and that transfers account-wide, just like the labyrinth stuff.
Let's see.
So I forget to stop and check. So you'll just have to shout at me.
You're good. Just grab it as I go. Because I know there's a lot of things you can't see. This is a weird place.
I am Tasuka
It's
Holmes
a weird
Wade.
place.
Healer right.
And once you like complete the story, there's a epilogue and there's a location it takes you to. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but whenever you load into the game, it doesn't just let you go to your hideout.
Huh.
It takes you to the last town you were in. So
Yeah.
because of that, I always go back to Act 5 because their town layout's the best.
That works.
You spawn directly below your stash and the waypoint.
What is it, Exile?
That's nice.
So like, that's just a quality of life thing. That is a pro tip on like my part. Is it's super annoying that it does that. I don't know why I can't just start hideout.
You'd think you would be able to.
Yep, but you don't. So it is what it is.
Hate
I
Veil.
forgot.
That's not bad.
I forgot that I bought stuff. What is it?
7% increased stun and block recovery. Reflect 2 physical damage.
Oh, I haven't done any ascendancy stuff with this character. I don't have the extra bag space, Luke.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I'm excited because, like, in the next thing we kill, I'm gonna level up. And I think it's 40.
What do you need now?
But, I have a unique that I've been excited to play with.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, I sent you something in chat.
Oop.
Oh, I'm 2 levels away. Shit.
Cannot be used with chaos from...
Chaos Inoculation is the node that makes my other character have 1 life, but immune to chaos damage.
Okay.
So I can't use it with that.
Remember...
So it reserves 30% of my life, but it gives my little summon raging spirits, I get more of them. And I, like this level, I just hit a support that allows me to basically multicast them. So I went from being able to have 11 on screen to hitting cap very quickly. Like I can very easily have 20. So now that gets bumped up to 26 whenever I equip that wand, and they move faster and do more damage. But they just have more move speed. Oh, they do have increased damage. I don't know what the phantasms are. I've never used them. But
I walk in your kingdom, and I am coming for you.
yeah, I've never used the Unleash support skill. It's kind of cool. Basically, it builds up what it calls seals. So essentially every couple seconds, it builds up one. Up to 3. And whenever you actually cast the spell, if you haven't cast the spell recently, whenever you cast the spell, it unleashes them on top of the casting. So it unseals those sealed ones. But the trick is, I didn't even pick that up. But the trick is its trigger time is faster than my cast time. So I'm almost always getting at least 2 out of it when I'm just holding the button.
Huh.
Instead of 1. So like right now I'm sitting at 19 of them. 20. I hit 20.
Just continuously have them arming with you.
Right, and then
It's
I
nice.
can just like hit flesh offering. And then just go num num num. This is one of the most recommended like league start builds. So I'm really curious about it.
Which?
The
Shock?
No, the Templar summoner, because the Guardian that gets this guy. This
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that guy's nice.
Yeah. This guy, the thing you're playing, if you're playing Bone Shatter as your main skill, would be another one of the most recommended league starts.
Huh.
And then the Witch that I'm trying is another really cool one. And it's literally just like burning damage Witch.
Oh, really? Fireball?
No, I'm using Frostblink and Fire Trap. You can scale some of your elemental damage to the point where, like, there are support gems like Cold to Fire, which makes you deal 40 or 50% of the cold damage as fire.
Dang.
So if you're scaling fire on your passive tree, that damage gets amplified higher than the cold, so it interacts with the things that are important on the witch trees and supports and things like that. But the subclass I take, the Elementalist, the first thing we take is all damage can ignite.
Okay.
So it almost doesn't matter. It matters for things like resistance and exposure. We want more fire damage, like just as much as we can get.
He is hungry for me.
So like I'm just running around frost blinking and making things catch on fire.
It's pretty fun.
And then when I get to
Constant
bosses,
damage.
I throw... Yeah. It clears out waves really quick. There's a unique effect here, if you want it.
Okay.
And then the fire trap, it drops burning ground and has a really high damage scaling based on level. So you just try to get plus whatever levels on fire gems.
Okay.
And you just fire trap bosses and frostblink ads. I'd say this is probably the fastest Mines 2 I've ever run. Hammerstorm, if you live long enough, can be a pain in the ass. Yeah, he started with Hammerstorm. I don't know if you saw that,
Once fought together.
but he had a
Their friendship.
attack where he threw his hammers in a circle around him and they left burning ground behind. It was a massive AoE. If you don't kill him before he throws more than one or two of those, it gets pretty gnarly.
Everything gets burning.
Yeah, if you don't have good life regen to like keep up with it, you're kind of SOL, buddy. There's
That's the
another one over
problem.
here.
I wouldn't be okay because then I'd be at 15% life.
There's another one over here that does kind of the same thing, but when he dies, he explodes, and it's just a huge explosion. And instead of it being like a burning damage thing, it's a flat-out one giant one-shot hit.
Oh.
And those hurt. Like, you can mitigate a lot of damage, but it's still a lot of damage. A million minus some is still
Yeah.
quite large.
I cannot carry this.
I think one more level. I think we said long, like half a level. You know, I spoke too soon. I think I got confused.
Got confused about your level.
No, not the level, like which way to go here. Because Desperate Spirit is almost always by the exit to the next part, which is...
I
Or I
cannot
may have
carry
gotten
this.
confused. I think I went the wrong way.
It can happen.
This is one of the more annoying layouts, because if you don't fully explore, you can miss one of these little bridges off in the corner. Because, like, unexplored area is highlighted blue instead of white.
Yeah.
And if it's just the bridge, it's very hard to see sometimes with how big this map is. There's a handful of locations that are like that where I've gotten stuck because I couldn't see where I hadn't explored yet.
That's not good. Makes exploration really difficult.
Right, like I've tried to pay attention and like get familiar with those areas. Like I was running maps specifically of those areas, but even then, they still get me. on top of the fire damage, they're gonna start digging out chaos golems, so they're gonna be big old beefy tanky boys.
That's not good.
And they do chaos damage, I think over time. I think they have like a debuff aura or something like that.
This'll do nicely, Exile.
So if you really like the Juggernaut, Nico is the master of the depths. He is there for the delve mechanic, which is notoriously difficult. Very few people actually enjoy doing it. I got to like, I want to say like 150 or so. It goes to like 6,000. Most people don't make it past like 200.
But if you die in there, you're gone, aren't you?
No, it's just very difficult. It scales very, very, very hard to the point where they hit the actual like number limitations of a 32-bit game.
I see.
Like you hit full-blown HP and damage caps.
The numbers are maxed.
Yeah. I don't remember the
Processors are
number
on
exactly.
fire.
It's like 2.17 billion or something like that. It's the max gold for RuneScape is the same thing because that is the numerical limit before the integer flips into negative values.
That's funny. And then goes from that negative value to positive.
Yeah, it actually happens in Marvel Snap. If you hit a number too big, it will roll over.
To negative.
And you have massive negative numbers. Because you're literally rolling the dial back. If you imagine like the old school clocks that had the little flip down
Yep.
Rolodex type numbers.
They can't
you're
count
literally-
to infinite.
Right. So it's flipping back to its lowest number that is below zero, which is negative 2,170,000,000 whatever.
Jeez.
So it does silly shit. So yeah, go big as you want, but there is a limit to how big you can go before it turns bad.
Yep.
It'd be really cool if you could exploit it the other way, where if you just made numbers so small, it flips the other direction.
And then you're rich.
It'd be silly as fuck.
You just gotta get really poor first.
Yeah, even with damage reduction, like, instead of inflating numbers, the reason why Path has lived for like 12 years, they didn't fall into the trap that like WoW and other games has. Like, I'm basically parroting a YouTuber right now, for the record. I'm not as intelligent as this sounds. But they don't increase the number, like, for hit points and stuff like that as often as other places do, because there is a hard limit on that. So what they do is they apply hidden percent reductions to damage taken, certain elements, removing stun thresholds, or increasing it to a threshold that's so high most player characters can't hit.
Yep.
They mitigate that number a lot before they start to actually increase the main base number. But with all of the stuff that Delve adds at deep levels, like past, like, I think it's 1,500 to 6,000 your base, it's basically the same thing, but it's literally the hardest content it can get, because that's the first time anybody's hit an HP cap or damage cap. Like, there are some rares that are in there, like I was saying earlier, that stack up together that makes it impossible. Like, literally impossible to kill. Your best bet's to just log out.
Where'd I go?
But you also get really cool shit in Delve. Like, there is Delve exclusive items. That 15 div sale I had the other day for that map came from Delve.
I see. Where'd you go? Crystallines? Oh, that. Haha. Gosh dang it. Okay.
Is that your first interaction with Nico?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why. You had to go see the mine encampment.
Yeah.
Now that you have that waypoint, and the hideout waypoint, on the right side of your waypoint screen, you'll see little nodes. There's like 4 or 5 that you end up getting by in-game that are separate content. They don't count as being in town or a hideout, so you can't like do major trades there.
I see.
You can't accept or send offers for things, but you have access to your stash and stuff like that. But it's basically the grounds for each of the masters.
I see.
Because because I believe Einhar has one. You have your hideout. There's one for Nico.
Hello.
There's one for somebody who shows up in Act 5. And then the Aspirin's trial. So you notice since you hit your set class, you'll have the Aspirin's trial as an option on your waypoint screen also.
Me.
One of the other really cool things of that is now you always have access to that in the future instead of having to go through all the trials. Any trial you've completed, you can just do that whenever you hit the Sarn encampment. Your only restriction is you have to hit Act 3 before you can attempt the Labyrinth.
I see.
It is account locked, not character locked in that regard.
I see.
So like I was telling you, when we were doing this stuff, I didn't have to do that. While you were
Okay.
going through those trials because you hadn't done them yet.
I was just
I
having to
already-
go through them. You just had
Yeah,
to
because
go.
it's your literal first run.
Okay, that's kind of cool. That'll make everything easier. I see. I see.
Okay. Or did I get strength off that, or was it just waiting on? I don't know. Okay.
Destruction. Where am I getting that from?
What?
Destruction. Electric field that's coming behind me.
Your boots.
Oh,
The boots I gave you. They add lightning damage to your attacks and leave shock ground behind you.
that's nice.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the Wake of Destruction.
I
boots
thought
that I
you
gave
had it.
No, it's you.
I just... Dang.
This guy. This is the guy that explodes. After he dies, we have to get away. He does a dot while he's alive, and then yeah, he's gonna go boom. That one shots if you're not ready for it. Well, I'm catching up. I think I was like 2 or 3 levels behind you.
I just went up a level.
Yeah, I just hit 40. I put on my fancy wand.
Yeah, now I'm 41, so yeah, probably, yeah, you are catching up, technically.
You actually just met in the last town the person you're supposed to trade divination cards to until later in the game. Tasuni, one of the old guy that was off by the waypoint. Away from the town, or away from everybody else. I'll show you when we go back. Here's a hideout if you want to do it. I'll show you who I'm talking about. That's who you trade divination cards to whenever you get full stack.
Okay.
That's another thing you have to wait. It's act locked. But once you get hideouts, there's a character that joins your hideout later that can also do divination cards.
With the dead.
So you always have access to it. You don't have to specifically come back to this town after you get to that part of the act.
See.
I think that's all of them.
Or do I need to do that? I don't even need to do it.
It's cleared.
Hello.
You said what?
I said it's cleared down here. Did you get the quest?
I thought I did, but apparently I don't.
So, we can leave, and whenever we do, I'm trying to remember how you
I cannot carry
interact
this.
with. How do you make a new instance? I think if we both leave, you can press triangle on the hideout. There's something that makes it so you can create a new instance.
I don't know. Go back in real quick, see what it does. No?
1 second. Have we done this before? No? No, we couldn't have.
I didn't think we did.
Okay, so I think we would have to use a waypoint, which I believe we're going to find anyways. Because that waypoints and portals, I believe we can... Let's try the portal. Well, no, it'll reset the whole place. We haven't found what we're looking for yet. We'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a big deal either way.
I mean, it's kind of annoying to have to come back later if you're like a perfectionist or wanted this specific layout for your, Okay, it's not that far from the waypoint. So let's go back to town. And I'll see if I can't reset the instance.
Highgate?
Yeah. We have 2 rewards to turn in. Okay.
I felt it.
So when you come back to Highgate and then go back to the crystal veins, it should be
Right.
my new one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look for... So when you get back to Highgate, like if you're curious on how it works, whenever you go to the waypoint, instead of pressing X, press triangle.
Okay.
It should pull up instances, and you'll see my name, my character name, on the one that I'm in. But since I'm in it already and have created it, if you press X on the waypoint, it'll just take you to the one that your party member is in.
I see.
It used to be really useful, like I said, because this content that we're playing is basically like, it used to be in-game before maps, so you had to run certain areas over and over and over again. So like the ledge, or the docks, or the aqueducts, you would just run start to finish, back to town, run out of town, drop a portal, run back. So refreshing the instance was a mechanic you had to be familiar with.
Yeah.
Now you don't really have to do that. There's pretty solid progression all the way up until you get to maps. The maps are broken up in a way that they have 3 tiers to them, and each tier has 5 levels or so. Basically. So you know what difficulty you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah, it
thing.
shouldn't be a surprise.
I'm coming back now.
Okay. I forgot to talk to people when I was in town. I just told you that we had quests to turn in, and I forgot to talk to people.
Yeah, that's what
It's
took
okay.
me so long.
It's okay.
So,
Well, you can go talk to Diala while I do this. It'll be really quick. Oh, fucking passive points. Cool.
yeah.
I wish I could use movement skills in town.
Right?
It would make me very happy. Who was I supposed to talk to while I was there? Nobody else.
There's two people, one on the right, one on the left. I forget their names.
I talked to both of them. Oh, I didn't get my reward. That's what it's telling me to do. Nor did I mean to do... Oh, what's his name from fucking Django? It's like a reward.
Django Unchained.
Womp, womp, womp. Did you find it?
Hello.
Or did you go back into one of the Nico things?
I went back in the Nico thing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm coming back.
I found the hideout. I'm gonna let you go in there and clear it out. I'm not gonna touch anything.
Messed up, went the wrong place. I'm waiting for a load. Okay. Where are you at?
Crystal veins.
Where am I at? Yeah, I'm in the crystal veins.
We're not in the same crystal veins.
Ooh.
Go back to the waypoint. Go back to town.
Yeah.
And then press triangle on the waypoint and pick the one that has my name.
Crystal veins with I see. Interesting. Kind of cool.
So yeah, whenever the portals stay open, they're opening to that specific instance. So technically, whenever you go to another one, that's why portals like crush themselves whenever you use a new one. So you can't like overlap those instances, essentially. Because they'll still exist. You can still get back to them from the waypoints and stuff. But like that's what happens whenever the portal just disappears when it's been sitting idle. Is that instance got crushed? Like that specific one with that loot and that layout is gone. So, I'll let you go in there. Because I think I messed up. I may have, like, my carrying golem, like, went crazy and started killing stuff and drew aggro.
There we go.
Yeah, I definitely killed stuff before you talked to her last night. Nice.
I think it did.
So, both of these boss fights are really annoying. I strongly dislike Duressos way more than Calms, so I like to do Duressos first, This one just annoys me.
Daresso.
He has 2 or 3 invulnerable phases. So like you can...
That is
like,
annoying.
he'll heal back up to like 50 and then 25%. So like, you'll have to go through chunks, like you have to kind of ramp up, wait. And he does significant damage, like it's kind of like dealing with a living trap. He does a bunch of spinning sword attacks and stuff like that.
I see.
You'll see. He is cold themed and Helm is fire themed.
That's cool.
Helm's easy. You can literally just like... He doesn't have any extra phases. It's just as he goes through certain like hit point thresholds, things happen. If you kill him fast enough, the stage doesn't get too crazy. If you're slow about it, it gets uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Look at all of them. Little bastards.
Mm-hmm. Right on the middle.
So I think this build, the poison build, I think I would rate them a little lower as League Start stuff, because like they have a slower build up to when they actually get relevant, like damage and stuff, unless you have like crazy starting gear. Because this build felt really mediocre until I hit certain levels. Like when I hit certain gym thresholds, I'm like, oh, okay, this is silly. This is really silly.
Seriously.
Like the poison build was real hard until I got the certain support gems for the skill I was using. They recommended that I used poison concoction, which is a wild skill. I think there's like a small group of them, the concoctions, where you don't have an offhand equipped, or you don't have a weapon equipped. You can equip a shield, and it has a pretty good damage scaling, but it can use charges from your life flask to do more damage, based on whatever the maximum amount it's supposed to give you back is.
It's pretty good.
I cannot carry this.
So yeah, like
Oops, wrong way.
the ranger subclass I took is Pathfinder, which is basically flask oriented. So my flasks are almost always up. So it's just taking life flask charges and poisoning stuff. Well, it was kind of rough up until I got to like 38 and I could put on Greater Volley. And I was throwing 3 or 4 of them at a time. So now we're talking, like stuff's just melting. I feel like a mad scientist.
Dang.
But it was really lackluster until I got to like 38. Because I couldn't put that support gem on. So I didn't have any way to like make it have more oomph.
I'm lost. Sorry.
You know, this Frostblink Fire Trap build is very straightforward. Like if you want a recommendation for like a witch that does birdie damage, I will walk you through it.
Frost blink.
But you don't even have to do the Frostblink, it's just like that's the travel skill, and if you can build it correctly, it ends up being a decent enough main skill, because you can use other things. You can use like Rolling Magma, Armageddon Brand, all sorts of silly stuff.
Yeah.
But I really like the idea of having my travel skill just be this giant AoE cold spell that burns everybody. It feels like Flicker Strike, but with more steps.
Huh.
There's a dexterity-based attack skill called Flicker Strike where you teleport to the character.
Oh. Isn't that what Dell uses?
Basically. Like, that's where I got the idea for Del, was to be a Flicker Strike type. Like, since he's a wizard.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I actually was using my phone. One of the things that makes me nervous here is if your armor and health isn't decent enough, you can get stun locked if there's enough of those bulls and little army guys around you.
Yeah.
I guess they're gladiators. You can get stun locked very easily. And my witch just got through this part, and I struggled getting through this without having some movement to build a gap. I just got surrounded by like 2 or 3 of those bull guys that were hitting me in alternating hits. And I couldn't do anything.
Oh crap. Yeah. Controller's acting up.
That's not good. Yeah, this part. I'm gonna pull them away from the passageway. Because this can be pretty lethal.
Pop everything out. Dang.
I was hoping to run magic find gear on this character, but if we can get to a high enough level, I can just keep it on my bow character.
Yeah.
Right, so this is going to give us an option to turn right or keep going straight. Turning right is never the right choice. Now that I have said that out loud, it will be today.
Just to mess with us.
And turning right is just a dead-end arena.
So we go left.
Can you see those mini bosses? That's how you know Duresto is the next one. Okay. First page.
You're right.
He starts to do like a frost clone thing, and he'll surround one of us. Whoa, okay.
Boy Athens. How they love to
We did
sing.
that the right way.
I cannot carry this.
I wasn't sure with the spirits if I could like kind of like hit the gas when I needed to and taper off, or if they would linger too long.
Yeah.
Which luckily, Unleash lets me just do that. Cool. How do I talk to them?
It's running down to the things. Now I'm gonna. What's up, quick? I gotta empty my inventory.
There was a time when the gate is.
I really like Sigil Power, but like I don't need any of these.
Summon Flame Golem. That's what you gave me,
Is that
isn't
like-
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Summon Stone Golem. Summon
You
Lightning
can only ever
Golem.
have one golem active unless you take a certain keystone or use a unique.
Berserk.
Berserk's pretty solid if you're building rage. Actually, down in that area where the reservation efficiency nodes are, there's something that lets you build rage. I think it's Axe Mastery. It lets you build 1 or 2 rage with axe heads per second.
That'd be kind of cool.
Rage gives you increased damage reduction, and move speed at a certain percentage based on how much rage you have. So like 50 rage, I believe it is 50% extra damage,
Yeah.
10% move speed, and 25% something else like damage reduction. But now we just go straight back to the crystal veins. Jump in the other portal. Go punch Calum in his dreams.
Finish selling this stuff off.
Yes?
Okay.
Or is there somebody that will sell? Yes.
So like this next part, we're leading into like the
What
stuff
do
that I
you
was
want?
thinking of. Like it always makes me think of your campaign.
No. Go get creep. So,
So we've been speeding through this, and it took me a lot of runs to like kind of figure out. Because like in the second half, like after Act 5, the Act 5 has a lot of stuff that happens. You get your cruel application, so you get minus 30 to your max to your resistances.
yeah.
Max just to your resistances. But the back half of it is familiar places that are connected differently, and it's the repercussions of what happens in Act 5 that build up to Act 10.
Okay.
So I kind of forgot where I was going with that. But oh yeah, we come back to this location, and there's I think the witch or the ranger says something in their dialogue on recognizing it. I was like, oh, I guess that is true. How have I never noticed that? And it's just a nifty little detail about the mountain where I'm like, oh, okay. I should really pay attention to this game instead of just like speed running it because I feel like I've played it too many times.
Not showing it enough attention.
It makes me appreciate the things that were like otherwise kind of annoying to me.
Yeah.
Because I get why these things are designed the way they are. It's actually really cool. It's just from my perspective as trying to get through this stuff and trying to level
Yeah.
these little roadblocks. Little roadblocks.
I'll be right back.
You're good.
for a little bit here. We can go.
Yeah, I need to eat something and try and clean the house. I still really don't feel that good. Dude, yesterday in my feverish state, I fell. I was trying to stand up and lost my sense of balance, and I hit my head on the dresser.
That's not good. Don't give yourself a concussion.
No, I got a little goose egg. It sounds worse than it was.
Yeah.
It kind of rung my bell. But
Oof.
yeah, that
Like
was just
extra
kind of
dizzy
like,
now.
if I had to highlight how my day was going yesterday, that would be it in spades.
It's just not good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a good way to illustrate it. So today I'm hoping I can just kind of like relax a little bit. And I don't know if I want to level that witch because we are very close to being the same level as her. So it'd be real cool to be able to switch between the two.
Yeah. So that's up to you. Play for like 30 more minutes here.
Okay. We can definitely at least get into some of the stuff I was talking about without spoiling too much. I'm gonna open up Portal, so it's just easier.
The ancestors were weak to see what counts.
This is the guy they were talking about in the first act, huh?
One of, yeah. There's a bunch of items named after him too. Same with Duresso. Most of the bosses we fight are like major players. Like there's a bunch of unique items named after at least some of these characters. So this is another one of those layouts where it's very easy to get lost if you're not paying attention. Once you get used to it, it kind of starts to make sense.
That reservation reduction is very noticeable.
Right? Like, you can get it on gear too. That gem I was telling you about, Enlighten, the one that cost me like 11 divine. The reason why it's so expensive is because it reduces cost of skills it supports. It has like an 88% multiplier for it, so it reduces it basically by 12%.
See?
So it's basically another one of those nodes. Like notable nodes. So the trick to this place is it kind of zigzags back and forth. So most of the exits from the major areas are very narrow.
I cannot carry this.
I see. That's tricky.
I cannot do this yet.
Basically, we're always going up. If you get turned around, no, you don't want to go downstairs.
Don't go downstairs. Always go up.
At least in Calum's dream. This is one of the ones that, like, the first time I interacted with it, I got stuck for a little bit because I couldn't find the ups.
I cannot carry this.
I feel stupid admitting that, but, like, there are certain little things where I'm like, on the PlayStation you can't move the map.
Yeah. On the PC, can you rotate?
Yeah, you can move it around. So you're like, oh, there it is, and run that way.
Why can't you do that with the right stick? That would make sense.
I don't know. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Left and right
I
to
don't know if it's
rotate
in,
up and down.
I don't know if
though.
it's in the options and I just didn't find it, and again, I'm being dumb.
They probably don't
There's a
show
thing-
as much love to this as they do the PC version. Developing.
I think the next league's supposed to release the 29th for PC, and it'll be like the 4th of April for us.
Just gotta translate it.
They're everywhere.
I cannot carry this.
Did you find it? Nice.
What?
The stairs up,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I can hear you pushing buttons. I was like, he's fighting something. I ran out of stuff. Oh,
That's how you know when to push the buttons. Kind of reminds me of, like, Mordor? Yeah.
yeah. So this is actually kind of the vibe for the dwarves that I was going for.
Yeah.
Not like overtly that tribal. So it feels like appropriation.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay.
I cannot carry this. I cannot do this yet.
I will say the best thing about this skill is that the skulls are basically heat-seeking missiles.
That's kind of cool.
They're very aggressive minions.
Just send them
Because
off.
they're just on a short duration. So they just go like looking for trouble.
Finish themselves off.
So I don't necessarily need to have line of sight on something. because they'll like occasionally just kind of like wander about.
Yeah. It's nice. That
like
should be a spell.
Little sentry. You're too full for a chaos.
That's crazy.
Order.
Or, yep. That's what they say.
It's cool. I understand. I'm still the same way. Like all of my boxes are full, even though I have so much space. My big thing is I hold on to jewelry and jewels, amulets, and
anything
the actual
small.
jewels that socket into your passive tree. Because like there's just so many niche little things that a character might need to operate, like 8 more strength or like 10 more lightning resistance. And it's super easy just to swap that one thing out.
Yeah.
I cannot carry this.
Right.
Cannot do this yet. I honor you with a warrior's death, Count.
See, if we let that actually get out of hand, like he like completely floods the area, eventually like 2/3 of the area becomes lava.
Jeez. Just to put them down quick.
Like I said, after like a certain point, like after Dominus, each of the bosses are really solid like gear checks, both defensively and offensively. Because if you're struggling to like put down one of these characters after a certain level, like you should probably rethink something.
Yeah.
So for the 3rd time, we'll go to the Crystal Veins. Ghibli Dial of the condensed dream crystal things. Then she's gonna make a laser go pew pew. She also, like, I don't know if you have seen her image, but on PC you can zoom in and out. I don't know how to do that visually on the PlayStation, but she looks like the Cynthia doll that Angela has in Rugrats. Just grown up. And she has bulbs and nodes sticking out of her head. And she's dressed like steampunk. And she looks like an adventurer just with like some mad scientist shit gone wrong.
Lord. Eat my black jelly beans.
Ew.
Yep. It's either you like them or you really don't.
Honestly, I don't mind black licorice. It's just if I don't expect it, like if I'm eating a handful of them and like one of them sneaks in there, like, oh, what?
I got
Why are you in there
bag
with
that
like
was just
cherry and lime?
right. No, I don't like them mixed in there.
Like, if I know I'm gonna eat one, I know what I'm getting myself into.
But I just sit there and eat a whole bag of black licorice ones.
I mean, I'm kind of picky about licorice. I like most red licorices. Like, I'm not that big a fan of red vines.
Yeah.
I like the, I can't remember the brand name, something Wallaby.
Yeah, Willy Wallaby.
Yeah, the green apple ones are so good.
Oh yeah. I am now full up. Take that, let's deposit this, and...
Yes.
sell that. Alright. Who do I go to?
We're gonna go back to the crystal veins.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Fury and desire together again,
She straight up does.
and lovely. Facets so none.
Right?
If you push the select menu, you can kind of zoom in on her.
Okay. And then she turns into that.
Malachi.
She is a rather strange lady. Belly of the beast.
The way to a god's heart is through his guts.
What's over here? It's tanking me.
My favorite thing about the Guardian is he literally just kind of comes out of the ground. He's like, "Hey, guess what, bitch?"
I kill you.
So I think when we find the next waypoint would probably be a good point to call it.
Yeah.
Because I think we have another stage to this. Like there's a part 2, like level 2. We'll find the waypoint there. But there are 3 mini bosses there before we go to fight the boss of this act. And then we're on to act 5.
Dang. And there's
Act 4's
7 acts?
No, there's 10.
10. Dang.
Some of them are very short. Like this one, if you notice, we kind of flew through.
Yeah.
We started at the end of Act 3. Like literally the last quest of Act 3.
I cannot do this yet.
What do I feel like? This is another one of those maps that I struggle with.
It's very loopy.
Well, like that area you just walked through is awful. Like it's such a narrow passage.
Yo.
We have a boss fight here. With piety again.
I just died. Think? Yeah, I did.
I dropped a portal.
Dang, I died.
Yeah, that one ramps up pretty quick. I got real close too. About cut a hole in my seat. Clinched so hard. So most of the builds that I've played lately have recommended banners, so I've been using them. They reserve mana, and they build up to a certain number of stacks. Whenever you hit 50, like they won't go over 50. You can spin the banner, like unreserve the mana, and they have an increased aura and effect based on the number of stacks they have, and they last until you leave the area, like their AoE, or you recast the banner.
That's pretty
But
cool.
I always forget to recast the banner because they have a passive ability while they're active. Like we both have a higher armor and evasion rating, and they're less likely to hit us with crits while I have this banner active.
That's cool.
So like, I don't have much of a reason to ever drop it.
Yeah.
The one I was running on Bone Shatter was really intuitive because the stack's built to be, I think, more damage for you. It's like reduced incoming damage while you had it active, and then when you dropped it, you dealt more damage or attacked faster. So it made sense for the Bone Shatter build.
Yeah.
I just ran around with less damage taken, and then dealt more damage at bosses. I would just save it for bosses.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is what I'm supposed to do with this one too, but I always forget.
Do an old natural way.
I know we're going fast, but I imagine if there was a lot of light in the mountain, instead of it just being dark and smooth stone everywhere, it would be like this.
Yeah.
Alright, so she's gonna give you the quest to go get the organs. This is the part where we would fight 3 mini-bosses. It is up to you if you want to continue. Because they're literally in the same area we're in.
We could do it.
Huh?
We can go do it quick if you want.
Okay. We have to go... It's in this area.
Nope.
We can't go... we can't go through there till we... And that'll leave off on a good note, because that'll leave us basically in the same spot we started with the last act. we're essentially getting the tower key, like we had in the last one. We're getting these 3 pieces to go fight the boss. Which one is it? She does a lot of lightning damage. There's gonna be a lot of lightning strikes. She's also the reason why Brutus is the way he is.
The ancestors demand it.
Ooh. What are you? Great mallet. 5-socket. Nothing. Oh. Here. How do you... There's a... that thing. There you go. It might be easier if I just link to chat.
Or you could just drop it. Did you identify it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just drop it, I can look at it.
Here. Gloom Blast.
It's not bad for right now.
I think the one I have that you gave me is better, but it's interesting. Something to hold on for another character.
We're going the wrong way. So this layout's pretty reliably consistent. There's always one off to the right there, and then the other 2 are this way.
Pretty reliable.
Now the Garo does chaos damage. He can be a little much. Be ready to like happy with your flasks. Like just like be ready to like actually like
hit things.
Clinch. There's a setting where like your flasks can trigger, even if that one's empty, it'll trigger other flasks of the same type.
I think I have it on.
Okay. Because I use that all the time. Because, like, trying to hit the right or left button on my D-pad is awkward when I'm trying to maneuver everything else. So, like, I just keep my health potions on L1, and whatever my other important potion on R1, and then just spam it.
Yep.
Like, if I need, like, curse immunity, for example, I'll keep that specifically on L1, even if it's the, like, suboptimal flask, for example.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of cool, like, niche things that flasks can provide you.
Yeah.
We're blowing through these levels. This one, we saved the most interesting one for last. This one uses a lot of curses.
Nope.
Those are overlapping curses.
Interesting one.
So, like, I would recommend staying in one of them because they overlap and you can be afflicted by more than one. The green one's the easiest one to handle. I always try to stay in the green one.
I see. So weird.
Yeah, and they rotate. So, the reason why on those is red is vulnerability. That makes you take more physical damage, and I believe damage over time. Temporal change makes you take more damage over time, and slows you down. And then the green is enfeeble, which just reduces your damage dealt. So like, I'll take a little longer to kill that boss, if it means I'm not getting just like stacked up on with dots or something like that, because that's the only reason why you would run vulnerability and like temp chains.
Yeah.
So this is literally the doorway to the boss.
Okay. Let's do that.
There's a couple stages.
When I met you,
Piety's gonna help us, and he's gonna take us down to like his true form. That one can get a little rippy. There's a couple like damage over time areas. I'll walk you through the phases as they happen. There should be a section here where he goes invulnerable, and Piety screams, "Kill me!"
Huh. Okay.
He's also got a slam attack. Okay, so now we're gonna switch to Piety. Malachi. And this will be the end of the phase. Not only did I put that support that lets me cast 3 of them at a time, they have multi-strike on now, so they hit 3 times at a time whenever they attack. So I just hear chomp 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 in my... So he's got 3 phases. Every time he phases, he's going to activate each of these hearts. He's going to start with this heart, and then move down to the bottom one, and then go up to the top left one. So we have to kill the heart, attack him again. He's going to activate the other heart. Each stage he adds more attacks he can do. Eventually there's going to be these AoE, like bleed type things that are like everywhere. Everything starts stacking up and it gets to be a little much. He hasn't even done them yet. Look at that. There. That circle thing. Be careful in that.
Okay.
That thing's lethal. They're slow moving, and they will stick to you like butter. Very nice, very nice. Hey. That, amulet's good for, like, projectile-based crit build.
I was building a ranger at one point. I could throw that at him.
It's good for, yeah, it's good for rangers or, wanders.
Wonders.
If you want to do ones.
I cannot carry this.
So the way I understand the story, we have now killed 2 people who have ascended to godhood at various degrees. Like Dominus had just was in the process of or had just completed the process of apotheosis. Malachi had been influencing these other people and was very close to being a real god, but still had weaknesses, as Piety told us. The next act, we're actually going to try to kill a bona fide, true, god.
God of War, basically. Going around killing
Kinda.
gods.
I'm proud to know.
We're supposed to get a bunch of rewards here. I think Diala gives us some good gems here.
I'm sure your answer.
Yeah, if you just want to stop here, there's the, buffer area where we have to go find the next area. So it's not a bad place to stop.
Yeah. We'll stop here and it'd be a good spot.
You have
Ooh.
Multiple totems would be really good for you, or multi-strike. I don't know what Fist of War is.
Fist of War support, slam attack, melee, support slam skills,
Interesting. You
fighting
just get like
powerful.
every like 2.5 seconds you get an extra little bump to your damage.
That might be good. And I bet it goes up more when you level it.
Well, the thing with the multiple totems thing is each of those totems that you have a like
Reservation.
rider effect. Well, no, they don't have a reservation.
Ooh.
They have a basic effect that like either give you increased attack speed or reduce damage taken. That
Okay.
is per totem.
You have
That is not
multiple of
just
the
a-
totems up.
If you have 2 or 3 of them out, they stack.
Dang.
So you can get, like, if one of them is like 15% increased attack speed, you will instead get up to 30 or 45% attack speed if you just double tap that spell.
Jeez.
Not to mention, like, they also have their own attack range and do their own thing. Like, if you put Maim or something like that on them, they're applying an ailment, which a lot of your stuff cares about. Their damage is being reduced. They're being slowed. Those
Yeah.
totems do a lot of work to bring melee characters up to par.
I don't know.
Whenever you unlock them there, you can just come over to Pataras and Vanya,
Yeah.
tab over to their second page of items, and buy it from them. So you don't really have to get, like, picky-choosy. Multiple totems cost 1 alchemy.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the totem, and then I'll go buy the slam
I
support.
was right.
I'm gonna have to get stuff anyway in order to set it up.
Yeah. Well, after we complete this next act, the character I keep telling you about that'll join you in your hideout, I think you have to actually actively add them. Anyways, they sell the gems also. Like, they are kind of the catch-all for the stuff you would have to go back to town for, minus the currency
Yes.
purchases. It kind of drives me crazy.
This shred's banner.
But, yeah, she sells every gem, not just ones that are, like, class restricted or, like, character restricted. Once you unlock them, like, I can go to my hideout right now and just go buy whatever gem I want that isn't exceptional or Vol.
Okay.
So, like, they're there, they're just, you know,
Welcome,
level gated.
exile.
I literally can't use it until I'm 38 or 58 or whatever.
Yes.
I
Your hideout
see.
gives you a lot of benefits. The biggest one is just like the map room, like you get to put where your atlas and your map device goes.
Yeah.
So you can literally just kind of farm content you want to farm from your place and have a stash. You have vendors. Very rarely do you actually need to go to town.
Yeah. I need Orb of Alchemy.
I want to say.
I have
Actually, I'll
some.
just look now because I need to go get food. I haven't eaten in a while. My witch is level 46, but I think she's almost halfway through Act 5. It's also a very short act. I'm about 2/3 of the way through.
We can play your witch next time then.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm still, like, I kind of like this character a little bit more for this. Like, she's not built for Magic Find, and, like, half of her gear is okay.
Just us.
Like, she has the same chest the other one does. But, like, the rest of her character isn't, like, I need better boots and gloves, and I don't have them. Like, I don't have anything to support what I need. Like, she's very suboptimal, but she's fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Anyways, it was a blast.
Yeah. Oh. See you Tuesday possibly, I think. I'm talking about.
Yeah. Emily
Um,
said that their plans got moved around to Friday, so Monday or Tuesday works.
Whatever's better for everybody else.
Okay.
Either works for us. I think it works better for Loretta on Monday, so you can see her, but said
Okay.
I think
I'll
she
talk
works
to
later
Em.
on Tuesday.
I'll talk to Em. I'm sure she would love to see Loretto, so.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll let you know.
I'll see you.
See you.